Okay, I think most of the people are here now, and we can maybe start. If someone else will be joining, we can. I can admit them as well. Are you ready, Mr. Peyami?
Yes, John. Thank you.
Okay, then first of all, welcome to everyone for joining our event to introduce the Turkish culture and scholarship opportunities in Turkey to you. And let me briefly introduce Mr. Peyami Kalyoncu, and we can start listening his presentation. Mr. Kalyoncu is the Turkish Consulate General here. He is always very welcoming to us and all Turkish citizens here, and as well as foreign people for any kind of introduction or information related to Turkey. So you can freely reach him out and our consulate for this information. And I want to thank him for introducing the Turkish culture and scholarship to mainly CUHK students, but I know that there are other people joining as well. So without waiting him longer, I will just give the speech to him and we will listen to his presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. Is my voice clear enough?
Yeah, I can hear. Everyone, I can hear.
Thank you, John. Yeah. First of all, for taking this initiative and allowing me to come together with university students and post-grad people from Chinese University and other institutions, academic institutions in Hong Kong. I always love campuses. I miss campuses a lot. Since I arrived, first the protests in the campuses and then the COVID situation. It's been quite a time that I physically visited campuses in Hong Kong. And this is another opportunity. This new world order is teaching us to gather more through virtual events. And this is a good initiative. Thank you again. And thank you all our friends today for participating to our small event about information about Turkey. So I prepared a presentation, but please everyone do not hesitate to interrupt anytime. We can pass certain parts faster, and I can have questions anytime or at the end of the presentation, but if you feel that it is being long and boring, don't hesitate, please interrupt. Now, allow me, John, to share my screen, and then let's go through the presentation. So today I will speak about Turkey's economy, latest developments, culture, and also scholarship opportunities to study in Turkey. So some highlights. Turkey is growing very fast since the beginning of 2000s. The average growth rate in Turkey is 5.3% in terms of GDP. I will give some basic information, although people might have information on all these matters, but I will give very basic information. Turkey has a population of 83 million people. It's a large, young population. The median age in Turkey is around 32, 33. So it is the largest young population in Europe. Let me take this away. This figure shows all the urban areas in Turkey. We have many cities which we consider metropoles with a population more than 1 million. So when students go to Turkey, or like when you go to work to Turkey, it's not just Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, these big cities, but there are other opportunities as well. Doing business in Turkey is getting easier and easier every year. From 2018 to 2020, Turkey has jumped 27 places in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business. So young students, graduates, postgrads, after their studies or even during, if they want to initiate a business in Turkey, it is a very easy environment to do business. Again, the growth rates are compared with other OECD and similar countries. 2020 was a very difficult year for all around the world. But like China did, Turkey has also achieved a growth figure. It is actually one of the only two G20 economies, economy of which could grow in 2020. China had a success of 2.3% growth, and Turkey, after China, grew 1.2%. This was not surprising for us, because we know that Turkey's economy is resilient, and starting from the second half of 2020, the manufacturing, construction, services, they regained confidence, and this helped to the growth of the Turkish economy in 2020. When it comes to industrial production, Turkey is even higher than China at that level. For the change in 2020, Turkey's industrial production grew 9% in 2020. So what we expect, this is according to purchasing power parity. Years ago, but in 2023, we expect Turkey to become one of the 12 largest economies in the world. So China will be number one. Very large domestic and also regional market. So when you do business in Turkey, you have first direct access to European Customs Union, EU, and also Turkey has been signing free trade agreements with different countries all around the world. Lately, we also signed one with the UK after United Kingdom exits from the EU. So when you do business in Turkey, you have free access for goods to a population of 1 billion around Turkey and beyond, including Latin America, Africa, and Asian continent. As I mentioned, we have signed a free trade agreement with the UK. So our the framework of our legal relationship with UK has been preserved after the Brexit. Turkey's exports are growing. In 2020, we had a historic year in terms of, sorry, there is a problem in the screen. So let's go back, sorry. The exports grew, it recorded a historic growth in 2020, reaching 170 billion US dollar of good. And when we talk about export in Turkey, I always mention this in Hong Kong, because in Hong Kong we see a re-export economy, but Turkey's export figures are more than 90, 95, maybe even up to 100% goods manufactured in Turkey. So this is an export which is coming from Turkish manufacturing sector. By destinations, the main economic partner has been Europe, and it still continues to be Europe. But other regions, including Middle East and Africa, and the other parts, including Asia, is coming fast, and they will come closer to Turkey's economic relations with Europe, I think, in the coming decade. I give some information, like, for instance, we have Turkish Grand Prix in Turkey. E-commerce is growing in Turkey. So I mix all these different information, not in order to make it less boring for our audience. The location of Turkey, when you're in Istanbul, you have direct access to 1.5 billion people in a 4-hour flight radius. So we are talking about European continent, Russian, Central Asian, Caucasus region, and North Africa and Middle East. So you have direct access in 4 hours to 1.5 billion people and $40 trillion of economy. Turkish Airlines, one of the biggest airline companies, flies to 122 countries. In terms of these numbers, it is the largest airline in the world, which flies to most destinations. And with the other companies in Turkey, from Istanbul and from other cities, you can reach 316 international destinations. In this perspective, Hong Kong and Istanbul are similar. They are super connectors in their region. Turkey, like Istanbul, is also like the center for many international companies' headquarters and regional headquarters. Turkey provides very lucrative incentives to investment in Turkey. So even though today's focus is scholarship studying, but of course that's all related to setting up business in the coming period after graduation or even during the studies. So if you want to invest in Turkey, the government provides very lucrative incentives. These are some success stories, including from some Chinese companies like ICBC, how they are proud of their investment in Turkey. Energy is one of the top agenda items always in Turkey, and we are a net energy importer due to Turkey's growing economy. But recently, Turkey has also discovered natural gas in the Black Sea. So we hope in the coming period, Turkey's investments in energy sector, in all areas of energy, including and with a very significant focus on renewable energies. But we have also luckily found natural gas in our region. So it's a very significant amount of discovery, which will help in the coming decade Turkey to become a neutral energy importer. I mean, now we are a net importer, but we will be able to export, we hope, natural gas to different countries. These are the figures about this natural gas discovery. We attach a lot of importance to infrastructure investment. So when you travel to Turkey, when you study in Turkey, you will see how cities are becoming very easily interconnected through airlines, or also we have, like China doing, we do the same. We build high-speed rail connections. And also all cities are linked between each other with double highway or motorway roads. So transportation within Turkey with different modes is very easy and very convenient. Turkish defense industry is growing very fast. I'm sure you are reading stories about Turkish unmanned air vehicles, how they are creating success stories. Other Turkish defense companies, now 7 Turkish companies in the world are in the highest defense industry list in the world. We invest a lot to space technologies, and this is the latest satellite that we sent to space, which is a communication satellite. But we have also other type of observation and other types of satellites up in the space, and like we focus, we attach importance to the space program. Istanbul Airport was opened, the new airport, in 2019. And in 2020, although due to COVID, the numbers went down drastically, it was the largest airport in Europe in terms of passenger capacity. And we expect when travel comes back to normal, we hope so, hopefully, Istanbul Airport will be able to accommodate up to 200 million passengers every year. This is a private-public partnership project. I don't know if among the audience we have people from technology, engineering, these electric vehicle industry areas, but this is Turkey's public-private partnership electric vehicle project. We expect to see this car in the market in coming 2 years. Already the manufacturing has started. Now we are cooperating with a Chinese lithium carbonate company for the battery, but also Etimaden, which is a Turkish state-owned company whose Asia regional headquarters is in Hong Kong, which exports boron, which is a very strategic natural resource to all around the world, and China is the biggest trade partner in that sense. So Etimaden is also, through this boron, is investing into lithium carbonate production plant. So in the coming phase, the Turkish electric vehicles will be using Turkey-produced batteries as well. This is a success story. I mean, probably there are like students or like students that you know who are into this information technologies, mobile gaming, all these new industry area, the information technology area. For instance, this Zynga bought a Turkish company, Peak, last year for $2 billion US dollars. This is just a mobile gaming company. So there are a lot of listed and not listed Turkish startups when it comes to technology, gaming, mobile gaming. This is another like mobile gaming company recently received a $50 million investment, Dream, and they are growing very fast. They are like young friends of us, like all of you, and like there is a like very strong interest for mobile gaming and mobile technologies in Turkey. As you may have read, the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine was developed by 2 Turkish scientists who lives in Germany. So Dr. Shahin and Dr. Tureci, this brilliant couple is among the pioneers, I mean, who are saving us from this COVID. And now our technological institute and their company, BioNTech, is launching a new cancer research center in Turkey. We attach high importance to Asia. When we say Asia, of course, China and ASEAN and other Asian countries. And Turkey wants to develop its relations in all areas with Asian countries, including economy, politics, culture, student exchange, human-to-human interaction. So in the coming period, there will be more trade between Turkey and China and other Asian countries. There will be more investments, more student exchanges. So the coming decades, we will see more relationship between Turkey and the Asian countries. There is always, we receive always these questions. So that's why I put this slide into the presentation. You can acquire Turkish citizenship through investment. There are several modes of acquiring Turkish citizenship. First, one can buy a property which is equivalent of 250,000 US dollars in Turkey and acquire Turkish citizenship, or do other modes of investment up to from 500,000 US dollars, and again it provides foreigners to acquire citizenship. Even from some students, when they go to Turkey, we hear that they are interested in buying a property instead of renting one for like 4 years, and then also acquiring the citizenship. So this is a very lucrative program that our government provides. I put this slide because there are also a lot of questions about how to buy a property, what is the legal the aspects of it. This is a government sponsored web portal which gives all information about buying property in Turkey. Turkey is a strategic location. We are in the we are a bridge between Asia and Europe, not just geographically but also in terms of energy supply and energy demand. We bring together the supplying countries and energy demand in Europe. So these are the all pipeline projects which are going through, strategic pipeline projects which go through Turkey, and they reach either Europe or from Turkey's ports to other destinations all around the world. Turkey is supporting China's Belt and Road Initiative. We have a memorandum of understanding to align China's BRI and Turkey's Middle Corridor Initiative. And there is a working group on that, meeting time to time. So these projects together will also increase Turkey's cooperation and projects with China in all areas. Now it is possible for like a freight train from Xi'an can reach Istanbul in 12 days, and vice versa. A export train from Turkey has also come from Turkey to China. These are some infrastructure investments. Turkey is investing a lot on transport, energy, and all the infrastructural development, either through public investment or public-private partnerships. Let me show you this. I always play this video. It is kind of outdated, but it gives good information about Turkey's economy and other aspects. let's watch a touristic video. I hope travel comes back this summer, and like people can go, and even before that, go and travel Turkey. After this nice chilling video, let's go now to education. So why study in Turkey? So we have a special website for that, studyinturkey.gov.tr. So in that website, we provide a lot of information, a lot of reasons why to study in Turkey. First of all, Turkey's higher education sector is growing very fast. 18 years ago, there were around 70 universities in Turkey. Now we have more than 206. I mean, this one is outdated. I think the newest number is 207 or 208. So there is a lot of opportunities in Turkey. The schooling rate in Turkey is one of the highest in Europe. We follow the Bologna process. So when you study higher education in Turkey, it is fully aligned with the European Union education and higher education standards. For students, either undergrad or grad, when they study in Turkey, they are eligible to EU Erasmus programs. But apart from Erasmus programs, Turkey provides exchange programs like Mevlana, Farabi. These are old Turkish scholars' names, and each program is dedicated to certain level of education. As I said, there are like many higher education institutions in Turkey. So there is a variety of universities in different cities and variety of programs. There are many student cities in Turkey. So you are in a very multicultural life, not just in Istanbul. Let's say Eskişehir, which is a rather small city compared to Istanbul, but it is a very vibrant student city. Ankara as well, Antalya, Izmir, all these cities are can be considered student cities because there are many universities, many campus areas, and so you have a multicultural life. Natural beauties, I mean, the photos talk for themselves. I mean, when you study in Turkey, you will have this opportunity to travel around Turkey, even if there is like still limitations to foreign travel due to this post-COVID era. Traveling inside Turkey will be your 4 years, 5 years of education will not be enough to travel around Turkey. And apart from natural beauty, all this historical and cultural heritage that you will witness in Turkey. There is at least one university in every city now in Turkey, but some cities have more. And like there are libraries, 24-hour service libraries, Turkish hospitality, modern technological campuses, and easy living conditions. I mean, when you're going from, especially, let's say you go to an exchange program or your postgrad degree or like postdoc degree, you want to do it in Turkey, you will be amazed by the accommodation standards. I mean, the housing is like within a spacious apartments, and you will pay much less. So this will create a very easy living condition when you study or live in Turkey. Turkish learning opportunities. We have the Turkey scholarship programs provide 1 year free Turkish language learning. But even without that program, our Yunus Emre Institute, which is a cultural institute under the Turkish government, provides free online Turkish language. This is the institute's name. So you can go online and start learning Turkish freely with this government-sponsored program. Turkey scholarships, I mean, I've shared this information many times with the universities in Hong Kong and the other high schools. For this year, application is closed. I mean, if there are people who applied, I wish them the best luck. But this is a continuous program. So every year we renew this program. There are 4,000 different programs within the scholarship. And let me share some figures with you. Already until now, and this number is much higher this year because this is previous year's number, there are 16,000 scholarship holders. We award every year 5,000 scholarships. This is fully government sponsored. We receive around 150,000 applications every year from all around the world. And so far, students from 100 different countries have been awarded Turkey Scholarship Awards. So it has different levels for undergrads, masters, and PhD. And for postdoc, there is also research scholarships. So what do they provide? You get a monthly stipend. Full tuition fee is covered. 1 year free Turkish language course. We have a universal health insurance system in Turkey. So when you study in Turkey, you can have access free to all hospitals in Turkey, either private or public. If you go to a private university hospital, you just pay a small contribution, but everybody is covered. Everyone who is living in Turkey should be covered under the general health system, general healthcare system. Also, this scholarship provides accommodation, and when you're awarded Turkey scholarship, you get a one-off flight ticket return from your home country to Turkey and come back. So there are different levels, as I said. There are postgrad. I know that today there are undergrad students with us. So, for instance, for next year, if they are graduating, I would kindly suggest them to study this availabilities, the scholarship program, and see if it is if they find good programs for themselves to apply. And also for the postdoc studies, we have under this program research scholarship, which has 4 different applications throughout the year. So I suggest them to go to this official website. Please stay away from the third-party websites because we provide full free counseling through the website, and all the application is online. I mean, you don't need to go to a third-party website which ends with .com, because this program you go with .gov.tr, which is an official website, and you can get all the information from that website. Okay, let's watch a nice video. I know everyone loves Cappadocia in Hong Kong. So when you are a student, or like a postgrad, undergrad, or like a postdoc student, there is a very strong research and development environment in Turkey. Turkish government spends quite a good amount of its budget on research and development projects. So it's rising very fast. There are a lot of technology centers in Turkey. So these are about insurance and the hospital system. If you study, like, let's say, if you study in Turkey, this is a typical Turkey city hospitals, city cluster hospital. So you go there. I mean, I hope you don't need, but you get a free healthcare in all these hospitals. If you want to work while studying, you need to apply for a separate work visa, but Turkey has a liberal working visa scheme for foreigners, but you just have to follow the procedures. You can apply for part-time and also full-time work opportunities. There are internship opportunities in Turkey, and also, as I said, there are opportunities to go to EU exchange programs when you are studying in Turkey. So anyone, not just Turkish passport holders, but any foreigner who's studying in Turkey can apply to EU exchange programs and other exchange programs. Summer schools, there are summer school opportunities. These are some questions that I received before the presentation. The Yunus Emre Institute, which I mentioned, they provide Turkish language summer school. And there are other types of summer schools of other universities, but this is government-sponsored language learning program. They also have, as I said, a free online Turkish teaching program. Under the Turkey scholarship scheme, this is for the postdoc people. This is a research scholarship, and it is not just one-time application. So throughout the year, there will be 4 application periods. Please follow the official website to find eligible programs for yourself. Startup funding. These are some success stories for like technology startups. And there is a very strong startup supporting environment in Turkey. There are a lot of venture capital investments, angel investors who invest in technology startup projects in Turkey. These are some success stories. These are the list of angel networks, and there is more who provide investment to especially technology startups. All these local funds and investment firms in Turkey that invest in these kind of projects. So when you live in Turkey, when you do business in Turkey, you have access to all these opportunities. These are some success stories. As I said, this Peak mobile gaming was sold for up to $2 billion to Zynga. Trendyol is one of e-commerce companies, was sold to Alibaba in Turkey. Yemek Sepeti was acquired by Delivery Hero. It's like Food Panda for like 600 million euros. So there are a lot of success stories and acquisition stories in Turkey. These are some international investment funders who has offices in Istanbul. Again, if in our group we have people from engineering, from like technology departments, the application is next week, the deadline. This is the largest technology festival in the world. It is not just an academic environment, but it's like a festival. I mean, in a very like a large area at the airport, the students, young engineers, young developers, they participate to this festival, and from robotics to rockets to unmanned helicopters, there are a lot of different areas, artificial intelligence. So if there are any like engineers or like developers, technology developers, I strongly recommend them to check this website. This is also government sponsored technology festival in Turkey. These are all information about these festivals. And also last, I want to mention 2 areas. I know John, he's personally an arbitrator, and like we are in Hong Kong, there are like 2 very significant sectors. One is finance and one is international arbitration. And of course, Hong Kong is one of the main international financial centers in the world. But Istanbul will also, in the coming period, first we expect Istanbul to become a regional financial center. We have already a project, Istanbul Finance Center project. It is physically being built. I mean, all main offices are coming together in the same finance center area in Istanbul, including Turkey's central bank. And also under the presidential financial office, there is a task force which are building and studying all these legal frameworks for the future. So in the coming decade, first we expect Istanbul to be a significant regional financial center, and then it will be a candidate global financial center for those who work in finance sector. It might create a lot of opportunities to have jobs and like opportunities in finance sector in Istanbul. And the second one is arbitration. Just like Hong Kong being a very important, strong professional center, services center, in Istanbul also, Istanbul is becoming a hub for international governmental organizations, but also for private law arbitration. So Istanbul Arbitration Center is an independent and neutral and impartial institution which provides dispute resolution services for both international and domestic parties, especially in commercial arbitration. Let's finish the presentation with a delicious day in Istanbul. If you enjoyed these videos, I took them all from this official Go Turkey YouTube channel. So you can go and visit this YouTube channel or the website. There are like hundreds of official Turkey tourism videos, which you might enjoy. Thank you very much, everyone. Please follow our consulate on Twitter, on Facebook, because we post every updated information on our social media. And if you are interested in anything about Turkey, about developments in Turkey, about application deadlines, etc., including scholarship programs, we always keep our social media up to date. And thank you. Now we can, if there are other questions that I didn't answer, we can have a question and answer section. Let me finish and stop sharing. I hope I didn't bore you, Can. I mean, it was quite long, but...
No, I definitely didn't get bored. I hope that everyone enjoyed the presentation. It was great. Thank you very much, first of all, Mr. P.A. Mikalyoncu, for this extensive presentation, because it covered a lot of sectors: tourism, culture, food, and financial and other benefits for the foreigners for Turkey offers. So I'm sure it was very useful. And now I will open the floor for questions. And I already received some questions, and you answered most of those questions, actually. I just want to address two questions. Maybe you can give a little bit more information about that. One question asks about postdoc opportunities. Are there postdoc opportunities in Turkey?
Thank you. I mentioned this Turkey scholarship programs. One of the programs within this Turkey scholarship, fully government-sponsored scheme, is for postdoc. It is the research fellowship, and through the normal Turkey scholarship applications ended 3 days ago for this year. But for the research fellowship, they have 4 times application throughout the year. So I suggest the postdoc people to go to the website of Turkey Scholarship. It is turkiyebursları.gov.tr. I mean, you can share this information later with the participants, and they can study those opportunities. Plus, I have to mention TÜBİTAK. TÜBİTAK is Turkey's scientific and technological research center. It's a government institution which always supports postdoc research programs. So if there is any, let's say, link with the study of this postdoc with what TÜBİTAK sponsors, there might be opportunities. And in addition to that, every university is kind of an opportunity. I mean, we mentioned 207 universities in Turkey. So there are many universities where education is in English. And there is always a need and also always a demand for the multicultural environment for teaching opportunities as well. So they might look into these vacancies at the universities as well.
Great. I received two more questions I will ask quickly. One question asks, are there internship or summer school opportunities? If so, could you give more details about them? And the second question is about how common is it for foreign students to stay in Turkey after higher education studies? Are there any incentives for educated expats to stay or work in Turkey?
Thank you again. For internship, depending on the study, there are both voluntary and also sometimes compulsory internship programs during the study. But also, let's say for younger students, there might be more internship opportunities for seasonal, especially in tourism area. There are a lot of seasonal internship and working opportunities as well. But when it comes to other areas, there is also during the study a lot of internship opportunities. As for the summer school, I mentioned this Turkish language summer school program of Yunus Emre. That is one of the government-sponsored summer schools. So every year it receives application from different countries, different international students. Our participants can look into that. But apart from that, some universities may also organize specific summer school programs. But this Yunus Emre language program is government sponsored. So that's the one I know officially information about. What was the third question? Did I answer all of them?
Yeah, it was summer workshop and also for basically
how
expats.
common to stay in Turkey?
Yeah,
it's very common. Actually, Turkey is a very let's say foreign-friendly environment. I mean, when you finish your study, and we have a liberal business-doing environment. I mean, you can set up your own initiative. You can apply to companies in Turkey, or you can set up your own business. So it is very common due to many reasons. First, because of all these things I explained about Turkey. I mean, it's a very dynamic economy, very growing economy. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of investment incentives. I mean, even for small-scale investments, there are incentives for foreign investment in Turkey. So it is very common, not from Hong Kong, not from China, of course. I mean, it's going to grow in the future. But when you go to Turkey, when you now study in any university or be in any work environment, you will experience that there is a very strong and growing multicultural environment in Turkey.
And I received one question from Mohammed. He wants to ask you by speaking. Anyone else he wants to ask also without the chat by directing the question, please feel free. Now Mohammed can ask the question.
Thank you, Mohammed. And yes, there are exchange programs. Most of these exchange programs are arranged between universities. I mean, if your university, Chinese University of Hong Kong, I am not sure if CUHK has an arrangement with a Turkish university, but for instance, what I know is HKUST has, and also CTU, as far as I know, has, maybe CUHK also, Hong Kong University has, with different universities. I know with Boğaziçi, Koç, Sabancı, they have exchange programs with Hong Kong universities. Even if there is no, apply to the presidency of your university. If they approach us, we will do our best to bring them together with a similar or their peer university in Turkey to create new exchange programs. But mostly these exchange programs are arranged between academic institutions themselves. But apart from that, let's say you are an undergrad, Mohammed, and like when you finish your undergrad, you want to do your master's in Turkey, you can apply to this Turkey scholarship program at the end of your study, and you can get a master's degree in Turkey. During your master degree, you will be eligible automatically to all exchange programs in Turkey, including the Erasmus program of the EU and other exchange programs. So that might be another opportunity.
I wanna add something here also. I am aware of, because I did an exchange at Stanford, and CUHK has a university-wide associations, and in Turkey, Koç University is part of this association. So please check Koç University also, Mohammed. You can do it via official CUHK exchange in Koç University as well.
And it's a very good university.
It is a very good university, yeah. Yeah, U-wide. I can send you the link, yeah. You're welcome. I also received one question. I might answer briefly if you allow me, Mr.
Please go ahead.
The question is about how much Turkish language is desired in the Turkish postgraduate studies, if in English is possible. I think as far as I know, again, some universities offer different languages to do postgraduate degrees in Turkey in another language other than Turkish. So if you want to elaborate and add something, please do so, Mr. Kalyoncu.
Yes, that's a very good question. And through this scholarship program, for instance, coming years, when you apply to the scholarship programs, it is fully an online process. And for every application, you see if that program is in Turkish, or is it in English, or sometimes rarely in another language, let's say French, Russian, etc. But there are most programs might be in Turkish. There are a lot of programs which the basic study language is English as well. So let's say what happens if it is Turkish. Within the scholarship program, we provide the students 1 year free the Turkish language learning for 1 year for the students. So let's say you applied for a master's degree through this scholarship. By the way, apart from the scholarship, there are a lot of other opportunities that you can follow. But with the government-sponsored scholarship, you applied for the master's scholarship program, and it is in Turkish, let's say. But you can easily pick English one. But let's say you picked a Turkish one. We provide full 1 year Turkish learning for free.
That's very great. Also, I want to make sure if there is another question, because I received all the question and I directed to Mr. Kalyoncu. Are there anyone else who wants to ask more questions? You can just speak up or write to me. Okay, I think we received a lot of questions already and answered them. I want to invite everyone, actually, we can maybe take a Zoom picture all together, and I can share with the university. We organize this, and university can make an announcement on that. If anyone wants to join the picture, I will just invite everyone who turn on their cameras, please.
It's a good idea, virtual selfie.
Join our virtual selfie. Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, John.
If you don't want to join, it's okay, but I hope some of you will join us. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Zia. Thank you, guys. Anyone else joining? Thank you. Okay, I think it is great. I will wait just a few more seconds.
So you will take the selfie and send to all of us.
Yeah, I will do this. I will do this via email and via messages, and I will share with the university as well. Yeah. Okay, if everyone is ready, I'm taking the screenshot. 1, 2, 3, with a big smile. Okay, I will just to make sure a few more pictures I will take.
Thank you, John.
Great. Thank you very
everyone
much
for joining, and it was a pleasure. I hope we can also physically come together in the very short period of future, let's say.
I hope that as well. I hope the virus will end soon and we will be able to gather all together here at the university and the consulate maybe. That will be great. I hope soon we will meet in person. And I want to thank one more time to Mr. Kalyoncu for taking time and sharing all the information with us. And I also want to thank everyone who joined us and asked questions and listened to us. Thank you very much for this great event. Thank you, everyone. See you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Jane.